Chapter 13, Section 3, the war with Mexico. Remember, they have to get all parts of the question right in order to get it right. Number 1, in the election of 1844, Democratic candidate James K. Polk ran against Whig candidate Henry Clay. 2, Polk's campaign emphasized expansion of the United States. 3, he vowed to annex Texas and take over Oregon. 4, though the West was populated by Native Americans and Mexican Americans, settlers viewed those lands as unoccupied. You could also say land or west. You could say land. 5, many believed it was our fate or destiny to expand across to the U.S. across the continent from sea to shiny sea. The belief, thanks to newspaper editor John O'Sullivan, was called Manifest Destiny. After Polk's re-election, or election, Manifest Destiny became government policy. Rather than fight over Oregon, we agreed with Great Britain to divide it at the 49th parallel. Polk had bigger troubles brewing with Mexico over Texas. Congress had admitted Texas as a slave state despite Northern objections to the spread of slavery in 1845. Still, Mexico claimed Texas as its own, viewing annexation as an act of war. Meanwhile, Texas and Mexico continued to argue over the official border between them. Polk sent John Slidell, a Spanish-speaking ambassador, to offer Mexico up to $30 million for Texas, California, and New Mexico. This attempt at dollar diplomacy failed. Polk now decided to force the issues. He ordered General Zachary Taylor to station U.S. troops on the disputed territory between the Rio Grande and Nueces River. As expected, a Mexican unit ambushed American patrol there. Polk said, "Mexico has invaded our territory and shed American blood on America's soil." Congress, 2 days later, declared war. General Zachary Taylor now led U.S. troops into Mexico. General Stephen Kearny took New Mexico and then marched on to Southern California. Americans in Northern California staged a revolt known as the Bear Flag Revolt, joined by explorer John C. Fremont. Taylor's forces defeated Santa Anna's larger army at the Battle of Buena Vista, northern Mexico. General Winfield Scott landed his forces at Veracruz on the Gulf of Mexico and headed towards Mexico City, southern Mexico. The fall of Mexico City in September 1847 meant that we had won the war with Mexico. Manifest destiny has been fulfilled. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo called for Mexico to A, recognize that Texas was part of the U.S., B, agree to the Rio Grande as the border between U.S. and Mexico, C, give up vast region known as the Mexican Secession, accounting to almost half of present-day Mexico, Texas included. We paid Mexico $15 million, half of what Slidell had offered earlier. In 1853, Mexico sold us the Gadsden Purchase for $10 million. We wanted to build a southern transcontinental railroad linking Texas to California through this area. Now remember, it's 1 point per question. You're going to find out how many they missed, and I need a score over 30, and then I need total points. So this person missed 1, so it's 25 over 30.